Do you remember those adrenaline-pumping moments in the Fast and Furious movies, with a low-angle camera shot capturing the action up close, the engine roaring, and those impressive high-performance cars blasting away from danger in a flash? You're glued to the screen as you watch Dominic Toretto and his crew expertly maneuver their customized machines through impossible traffic, escaping explosions, or outmaneuvering formidable adversaries. It's the sheer power and raw energy of those incredible drives that truly captivate, leaving you wondering about the mechanical marvels under the hood that make such cinematic escapades possible. If the engine isn't packing some serious power, those daring escapes would be way tougher. So, let's dive into what an internal combustion engine is. It's pretty fascinating. It's the powerhouse that turns fuel into motion, making those cars roar to life. We'll also take a little trip down memory lane to explore its history and see how it's evolved over the years. And what about the future? Well, there's a lot of buzz around hybrid technology, so let's chat about what that means for car enthusiasts and the planet. Without waiting any longer, let's dive into it. The idea of an internal combustion engine, or ICE for short, has been around since the late 1700s. While there were several inventors who contributed to the development of the mechanical ICE engine, most people credit Swiss inventor Nicolas Joseph Cugnot with inventing the first functional self-propelled mechanical land vehicle, which was a tractor in the late 1760s. However, it was powered by a steam engine, which is quite different from an ICE engine. It produced enough power to reach a top speed of about 3 miles per hour. Yeah, not very fast. In the 1820s, Samuel Brown patented and built working gas vacuum engines. Etienne Lenoir, in 1860, developed the first commercially successful internal combustion engine, a 2-stroke gas engine, which he later used to power a vehicle, which was called the Hippomobile. In 1876, Nikolaus Otto developed the first successful 4-stroke engine, which became the basis for most modern ICE engines. And Carl Benz, whose name is likely familiar, invented the first automobile powered by an internal combustion engine, the Benz patent motor wagon, in 1886. This vehicle was very practical at the time, but what exactly is an internal combustion engine? To put it simply, an internal combustion engine is an engine that converts the energy of fuel into mechanical energy using controlled explosions. Most people are familiar with the 4-stroke engine, so that's the type we'll discuss. A 4-stroke engine has 4 strokes: intake, compression, power, and exhaust. During the intake stroke, the piston moves down inside the cylinder, and a mixture of fuel and air is drawn in through the intake valve. As the piston moves back up during the compression stroke, the fuel-air mixture is compressed. At the top of the compression stroke, a spark plug ignites the mixture, causing an explosion that drives the piston back down during the power stroke. Finally, during the exhaust stroke, the piston moves up again, forcing the burnt gases out of the cylinder through the exhaust valve. This 4-stroke cycle then repeats, producing a continuous flow of power. This truly is a mechanical marvel at its finest. Internal combustion engines have historically offered several compelling advantages that contributed to their widespread adoption in vehicles. From a design perspective, they are remarkably power-dense, meaning they can generate substantial power for their relatively compact size and low weight compared to earlier steam engines, or even some modern electric powertrains, including their large battery packs. This characteristic has made them exceptionally well-suited for mobile applications, particularly in automobiles, trucks, and aircraft, where minimizing mass and maximizing power output are crucial. Furthermore, they operate on liquid fossil fuels like gasoline or diesel, which are energy-dense, relatively easy to store, and boast an established, extensive global distribution infrastructure, allowing for quick and convenient refueling. However, these advantages do come with some drawbacks, especially when viewed through a contemporary lens. A major inherent limitation of ICEs is their comparatively low energy efficiency. A substantial portion of the chemical energy contained within the fuel, often ranging from 60% to over 80%, depending on the engine design and operating conditions, is inevitably lost as waste heat through the exhaust and cooling systems, rather than being converted into useful mechanical work. More critically, the combustion process produces various harmful tailpipe emissions, including nitrogen oxides, particulate matter, carbon monoxide, unburned hydrocarbons, and the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide. These pollutants contribute significantly to local air quality degradation, respiratory illnesses, driving the ongoing global shift towards cleaner propulsion technologies like electric vehicles. Despite their drawbacks, internal combustion engines, or ICEs, will remain a significant source of power for years to come. A 2023 Congressional Budget Office report projects nearly 60% of new U.S. vehicle purchases will be SUVs and pickup trucks, which often utilize larger ICE engines. Ongoing advancements in engine design and stricter fuel economy standards are making car engines a lot more efficient and cleaner burning. While the automotive landscape is shifting, ICE engines will continue to power a substantial portion of vehicles for the foreseeable future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Thank you for sticking around until the end. Hopefully, you found something of value from watching. If you're curious about the inner workings of the combustion engine or anything else car-related, feel free to subscribe to Horsepower Archives. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.